American singer-songwriter Halsey has had a rocky road to fame. Her childhood was unstable, and she was a victim of bullying, but this never stopped her from making her dreams come true. Halsey became an internet sensation despite her troubled path and lack of support. Here are 30 facts about Halsey that you should know. Ashley Nicolette Frangipan, better known as Halsey, is 26 years old. She was born on September 29, 1994, in Edison, New Jersey, US. Halsey's mother Nicole is of Hungarian, Italian, and Irish descent, and her father, Chris, is African American. Her parents found out they were pregnant with Halsey whilst they were at college, so they became college dropouts. Nicole works as an emergency medical technician whilst her father manages a car dealership. Halsey is one of 3, and she has 2 younger brothers named Sevian and Dante. Halsey grew up learning to play the violin, viola, and cello and eventually learned the acoustic guitar when she turned 14 years old. Due to job changes, her family moved around a lot during her younger years, meaning that she had already been enrolled at 6 different schools by her teens. Halsey was a victim of bullying at high school, and as a devastating result, she attempted to commit suicide at age 17, which left her hospitalized for 17 days. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder at age 17. Her mother also suffers from the disorder. At age 17, she fell in love with a 24-year-old who lived on Halsey Street in Brooklyn, New York. This was where she first started writing music and felt like a part of something. She got her stage name Halsey after the street name, Halsey Street. She explained that this is where she felt like she developed her musical talent and Halsey became her alter ego. Halsey is also an anagram of her first name, so this became her permanent stage name. Halsey graduated from Warren Hills Regional High School in Washington, New Jersey, in 2012. Halsey enrolled at Rhode Island School of Design, but she transferred to a community college due to financial issues. She ended dropping out of community college, and as a result, she was kicked out of her parents' home. At one point, she was homeless and occasionally stayed with her grandmother, but otherwise spent most of her time living in a basement apartment in Lower Manhattan with drug users. From time to time, she would also find herself in some of New York's homeless shelters. Despite her troubled past between 2012 to 2014, Halsey started to upload her music to YouTube and, in particular, Tumblr. She had the username at Shay7NTeenBlack. She became known for her parody of Taylor Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble in 2012. The parody was inspired by Swift's relationship with Harry Styles at the time and was titled The Halo Song. In 2014, Halsey uploaded a recording of her song, Ghost, to SoundCloud after collaborating with a musician she met at a party. The song gained millions of streams within hours of being uploaded. Following the upload of Ghost in 2014, Halsey was approached by many record labels and decided to sign with Astralwerks as she felt they gave her the most creative freedom. She went on tour with the Kooks in 2014 as their support act. This was her first official tour as Halsey. Halsey's debut album, Badlands, was released on August 28, 2015. There have been over 626,000 copies sold in the USA, and it was certified double platinum by RIAA. The album sold 106,804 copies in the UK and was given a gold certification. In 2015, Halsey worked with Justin Bieber in collaboration on the song, The Feeling, for his album, Purpose. Halsey featured on Chainsmokers' 2016 hit, Closer, as the main singer. The song became both Chainsmokers and Halsey's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. Halsey talks publicly about being bisexual, biracial, and bipolar. In the past, she has been referred to as tri-bi, which she spoke out against in 2016, asking not to be labeled. In 2016, Halsey was diagnosed with endometriosis and announced this publicly via her Twitter feed. She claims that this was the reason for her miscarriage in 2015. She found out she had a miscarriage the same day she had a show. Despite this, she still performed. Halsey released her second album on June 2, 2017, titled Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. 106,000 copies were sold in the US within the first week of it being released. Hopeless Fountain Kingdom debuted at #1, which made her the first woman with a #1 album in the US in 2017. Halsey bought her first property in 2017 and spent $2.23 million on a home in Beechwood Canyon, Los Angeles, California. In 2018, she featured in 2 movies. She was the voice of Wonder Woman in Teen Titans Go! To the Movies. She also starred as herself in A Star Is Born, which also featured Lady Gaga. In June 2020, Halsey set up the Black Creators Fund to provide financial support and resources to black artists. She has at least 30 tattoos, including the Queen of Diamonds on her face and an upside-down horseshoe on her right shoulder. Halsey is 5 foot 4 inches, 163 centimeters, in height. Halsey has become a well-known figure within popular culture, and she has a strong fan base that spans the globe. Her feisty character and creative talent have allowed her to make an impact in the music scene and film industry. She is a figure for people to look up to as a source of inspiration, leading the way for women with mental health conditions.